Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Yes, people, are we going? Hold on 1 second. Let me just sort out my mic. Give me 1 second. But yes, people, how we going? We are live. That is right, people. We are live. Apologies about that little technical and that. And I know you lot are thinking already, like, how come it's just Matt? Where's Drift? Where's Callum? Well, first of all, Drift is running late, a little bit late. He'll be with us shortly. And Callum won't be with us today, unfortunately. Callum's taking a little bit of a time out, but everything is good with Cal. Don't worry. From the DM him, but he might be a bit busy. But yes, Callum is all blessed. He's all well. We move here tonight, people. That's right. It's Lone Ranger time right now. It's a man like Matt takeover, isn't it? Until Drifty gets in, we can talk about whatever. Because I'm going to be real, people. You see Liverpool right now? What is going on? What is going on? But this is what we do, people. It's the Monday Night Live show. That is right, people. We are here to talk all things Liverpool. And you know what? What should I talk about first, people? Let me see. What are you lot saying? Smash the like button as well. I want to see a couple of people up in there. I see 200 and something in the chat. I want that to get to about 300. Trust me. Yes, Dave. Big up yourself. Big up Dave LFC chats. Dave, I'm gonna speak to you very, very soon because obviously you know what we need to do, Dave. You know what I'm saying? Big up Ferno says, we will miss Shaq. It's unfortunate how Klopp treated him. Yeah, well, trust me, we're going to get onto Shaq, people. Don't worry, we'll get onto Shaq. We're going to talk about Shaq. We're going to talk about, obviously, lack of signing so far. Obviously, there's only been one signing, Kanate, innit? Big up Magic Mastermind. He says, Vlahovic. Yeah, listen, Vlahovic does look very, very good. I cannot lie. Steve O'Connor, how's it going, Matt? Bro, I am blessed. Trust me, just waiting on Drift, but you know what I mean? We move same way. And just for people that are joining as well, Cal unfortunately won't be here today. Cal's taking a little bit of a break, but he will be here in some capacity. He might be in the chat. He might just pop in for one video. But you know what I mean? Everyone needs a little break every now and again just to recharge the batteries because people, remember the season is starting soon, you know. Trust me. Got my drink and that ready for you guys as well. LWL says, Matt, who do you think we will buy? If I'm being honest, people, with all the stories that's coming out recently, obviously, like, so you got Marlon who's going Dortmund. We've obviously missed out on Sancho. If you think about all the players from an offensive point of view that we've been linked with, the only one kind of left standing is Vlahovic, right? If I'm not mistaken. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of mad. Big up John Moore, big up yourself, Matt. Now, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Mohammed says, hi, Matt. Hi to you back as well, bro. Listen, I'm loving all the love in the chat, you know. Trust me. You lot are the best, bro. Trust me. Trust me. Big up Jamie as well. Jamie said my video goes up tonight. And yeah, no, Sean, Cal is blessed. He is blessed. I wouldn't say that if he wasn't. He's all good. As I said, he's just taking a bit of time in it, a little bit of a breather and that, because you know what I mean. Sometimes things in life we just got to, you know, sort a few things out and whatnot. But Cal is perfectly good. I'm telling you, people, that's our brother. You know what I mean? He's absolutely blessed. And shout out to Cal as well. I know you're watching this, my bro. Shout out to you and the family as always, bro. But this year, rest yourself up, man. You know what I mean? John Conway. Yes, what's going on, John? Big up yourself as well, John. What's going on? That's what I like to see. 344 in the chat, people. That's what I'm talking about. This is why I love this us, you know. Our channel's just like, I just love it. Like, you guys are the best. I swear down. Like, right now, all I want to do is just read out the chats, innit? Like, it's man like Matt takeover time. That's all I want to talk about. I just want to see what you lot are saying, innit? I know a lot of people want to talk about Varane, but I'm just thinking, should we save Varane for Friday, though? Because I kind of want you guys to get your full opinion on Varane. I've got mine, but I want you guys to kind of voice it like with us, like on the stream. Do you know what I mean? Rather than me reading it out and answering a question. But yeah, Varane's pretty much done. And I think that's a great bit of business by Man United. I'll leave it there. But I think we should save the Varane for Friday if we can. Because you know what? it might just get peak, and we might just have to just start talking about Varane tonight. Who knows? Big up 1975 Jamrock. He says FSG tell journalists what they want reported, not what's actually happening. Many journalists ain't giving their opinions and not actual facts. Yeah, I mean, bro, I'll say this. When it comes to FSG, they know what they're doing when it comes to feeding journalists. Some journalists don't, write, in my opinion, what they really believe. I think they write what's being told. So you do have a point. But I think sometimes as well, the journalist can only say what's been told. Like it would be disrespectful for any journalist to therefore just start talking about targets that just because Liverpool linked it to that they're gonna go and get them, because then the club will go back to them and be like, why are you chatting nonsense about us? Like, you know what I mean? And it doesn't happen a lot, but you can just see like little things that happen. So that's why I feel like, especially after the whole Virgil incident, we just kind of keep it a minute. Like we don't really like to leak our info, our sources and all that. We don't like to give too much away, man. That's what we do now. MCs, big up Matt, bro. See Virgil may play against Haifa. Yeah, we're gonna touch on that. I spoke about that today. Listen, if you haven't already, watch the Summer Daily News show. I spoke about that today. How Klopp was talking about Virgil, and Gomez potentially, and especially Virgil as well, potentially playing against Haifa, man. Like 20 minutes here or there. You know what I mean? It might be mad. LFT Sports TV says FSG are moving shabby. Can't lie, family. No, you know what, people? We kind of know how our club works, and it's frustrating because we're Liverpool Football Club. And sorry if I'm going close to the mic, but I just want you, man, to hear the crisp microphone that I now have instead of using my other device. But anyway, I'll say this, people. When we talk about FSG, yeah, we're talking about shrewd businessmen, but not necessarily shrewd sportsmen. The reason why I say businessmen is because obviously they're in it to win it, but at the same time they're in it to make money, to make profit. Like how a businessman should do when you actually deep it. If you're a businessman, what do you try and do? You try and get as many assets as possible, make your business to get to a certain level, and then if and when you ever choose to leave, your business is at the highest it can be. But we're Liverpool Football Club. We're not just a business, yeah? We're an institution, bro. Like, we're bigger than any like, let's be real. Liverpool Football Club, and dare I say it, the enemy, Man United, are the two biggest clubs in English football since football began. We're the two biggest because we talk about our history and tradition. I'm not saying FSG are the worst owners in the world, because I don't think they are. What I do think, though, is that they don't realize the magnitude of how big Liverpool actually is. Like, they need to understand that every single thing that they do, we watch it like a hawk. It could be anything. Brother, it don't matter if JW Henry is going to a party in America and he's doing something. Like Liverpool, us fans, we watch anything regarding Liverpool. They don't understand that. They don't understand the magnitude of who we are and how big we are, man. So I fully hear that, man. I fully hear that. Varane will be the best centre-back in the league. Listen, Rafa Varane, you man know already, and you ladies know, Rafa Varane, I think, is a bad boy. He has potential to be the best centre-back in the league. Will he be? I don't know. That remains to be seen. So we have to wait and see about that. Jamal, laugh out loud, matters to go. No, I appreciate that, Jamal. Thank you, my bro. Thank you. What are we saying, people? What are we saying? Diogo goal, Jota. Miss Big Shaq. Well, I think we all will. If Big Shaq goes, we'll miss him, innit? Like, Shaq is a quality player. We all know this, but Shaq does get injuries. And I think with Shaq, if we're being real, people, I think Shaq has to play 10. I don't think he can play out wide. Like the type of player that he showed, obviously, and he shows it over and over again for Switzerland, yeah, that he's a 10. He's not a wing forward. He's a natural 10. Put Shaq in the 10 and he's going ham. That's what I'm saying, innit? He's going ham. That's what I say. Anyway, listen, Shaq is the guy, bro. But I think he's gonna go. I think he definitely is gonna go. Camera shake is not crisp. Is my camera shaking, people? It might be. Actually, no, I can see how it is, actually. Bear with me, people. I think every time I'm banging the table, I'm getting animated. So I try not to bang the table. You see what I'm saying? When people say FSG, I just want to smash the table. You get me? What What's this? GDBS10 says, after signing Varane and Sancho, maybe Man U can win the Europa League final against some mid to low table Spanish club. Listen, boy, you said it, not me, innit? We'll have to wait and see regarding Man United, but they are doing some business. We cannot lie. Angela says, Matt, have you ever heard of Harvey? Marley Blair, Harvey. Sunny do. Okay, let me read that properly because I was reading it to myself. I don't even know why I was doing that. Like I'm on the radio or something because I've got a new mic. But anyway, Matt, have you ever heard of Harvey Marley Blair? Harvey's still at Liverpool's academy, signed a new deal. Then my cousin still. No, I didn't. No, big up your cousin if that's your cousin, man. Bless. You know what I mean? I hope Harvey makes it, man. What's this? Oh, what's this? All right, Darmesh, you made your point. You spammed it in, Darmesh, but please don't spam. I'm begging you, please do not spam. Liverpool and Chelsea have held talks with the agent of Sal Niguez as Atletico Madrid wait for Man United to submit their opening offer. Source marker. Yeah, I've heard that. I did hear that today. Big up Mark in the chat. I see you, bro. I see you. What's this? Let's be honest, no excuse now. Yeah, I know. Oi, Tope Bello. Tope, what's going on, my bro? He says, wish Shaq the best, but not gonna lie, he can go. Listen, I think there's been a lot of in regards to Shaq, yeah, I think we just have to be real. He's a baller, as I've said before. But you know, I'm waiting for Drift because I want to get Drift's views on it. But you lot are pressing me, so I kind of feel like I just wanna, you know what I mean, spit some bars on Shaq, boy. One thing I will say though, I don't know if you lot have seen as well. Actually, let me answer this question first. Regarding Finners. Big at yourself, Finners. What's going on, G? He says, would you take Tammy Abraham back? Tammy Abraham, I think, is a decent striker, but he would be underwhelming. However, he's a completely different striker to what we have at the club. He's that old school kind of striker. He's got a little bit of everything. Does he make Liverpool? All right, here's the question I'll throw back to you, though, Finners. Is he, on a serious note, is he better than Divock Origi? And this is no shade. It's not because Drift ain't in. This is just a genuine question to all of you, actually. Is Tammy Abraham better than Divock Origi? Like, if they were both given the same amount of opportunities? Because Tammy Abraham done well for Chelsea because he was playing games. When he wasn't playing, look what happens. Confidence drops and you kind of look different. So, I don't know, man. What do you lot think? LFC Aaron, big at yourself, bro. He says, we will sign a midfielder or forward first. That's a tough one, you know, because I feel like if and when Shaq does go, I think that's when we start making movements. If I had to put my money on it, I would say a midfielder first. I think the Gini Wijnaldum replacement comes first, in my opinion, because I feel like you're replacing a body rather than adding to what you already have. That's how I see it anyway. That's how I see it. Demo Dre says Tammy Abraham is a Solanke 2.0. Love it. But he might be right, though. He actually might be right. Brooklyn, big at yourself, Demo, as well. Enough love, my G. Brooklyn says, would you take Ndombele, man? Tange Ndombele. He's a baller, but again, would he survive in the club system? I don't know if he will. There's a reason why he can't play 90 minutes, bro. Like, I don't know about that. Talent, yes, but as we know with Naby, you need more than talent to survive this club system, man. Ferno, Matt, would you be happy with a Kanate Basuma Vlahovic window? Yeah, I would. I can't lie, I would. It wouldn't be the best window ever, but I would be happy with it. Kind of front. Because Basuma obviously comes in to replace Genie, and Vlahovic adds a new dimension to our attack. He might not be the first, he might not be an Mbappe or Haaland, but he's still a quality striker. Like, we can't deny that. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Big up Scoop. Shaqiri is a B-rate James Rodriguez, who himself is a B-rate Rivaldo. So Shaq is a C-rate Rivaldo. Shaqiri gotta go. Scoop! Brother! Rotted. Like, that's kind of harsh, you know. Let's just call Shaqiri. Like, don't get me wrong. If you're comparing him to James Rodriguez, then fair play. But I even then feel like there's still different players though, because James Rodriguez is more of a creator. Well, when he's come to Everton, but I think Shaqiri can get more goals than him though. I don't know. And comparing anyone to Rivaldo, yeah, you're always going to be C rated or B rated. So you got that. That is true. It's Finner says, hold on, I just lost it. No. It's a spot on views. I agree in terms of Dibba. I think Time has a high ceiling though. Scored a lot of goals for his age and homegrown talent. Yeah, no, it's true. Bogdan says, Miss Superchat, surprised non-like signing incoming. All right, we'll wait and see on that one, bro. Well, I thought we had to see, car. Right now, we're not seeing nothing. We're not seeing no movement. Well, you lot are really popping off in the chat. 500 in the chat. This is why I love you lot. On a serious note, man. Man even wouldn't be if it wasn't for you lot. Trust me. Nilante says, Matt, big up yourself as well. Matt, your opinion on Gomez? Would you say Matip's better? I think Matip is probably a better natural centre back. Although I feel like Joe Gomez has the ceiling to be as good as anyone that we've seen in recent years. Like, Gomez has all the attributes that you need to be an amazing centre back. I just think he's got to stay fit and put it all together. If he does that, you're talking about a world-class centre back. Because let's be real, you can't call him world-class if you can't play more than, or you can't average more than 20 games a season in the Prem. You can't really. But he's definitely got all the tools though, and I love Joe Gomez. Like, he's the guy. I've met Joe Gomez. He's mad. Joe Gomez is so blessed. I'm telling you, he's a blessed guy. We got to support him as well, because I kind of feel like sometimes when he and Virgil got injured, we kind of didn't show him enough love. And I'm not trying to say that he said anything to me or to anybody else, but we just got to make sure we give man his plaudits, because he is a quality centre back, man. Trust me. Hold on. Someone just come in and just mush up the whole. What?
Not too bad, bro. I'm not going to stay for long. I just was listening and I had a little couple minutes to spare, so I just thought I'd quickly chime in and say hello, bro. How you doing?
Nah, bro, I'm blessed. I just told the people, man, just taking a vacation, bro. She can take your time, bro. You can take your time, bro.
Sure, I told the people why I'm not about. So obviously, you and Drift know. So me and the missus been blessed to have our second child. So just had a second little boy. Obviously, you've got Stevie. Now we've got Robbie to add to the collection. Project Mbappe. 2 of them running.
Yes.
So yeah, man, just feeling blessed. But obviously, you need to take a little time out and just make sure everything's good at home with the missus and the little ones and that.
Come on, bro.
Missing you guys already, man.
Listen, brother, you just had a new child, as you said. Yeah. And in fact, furthermore, listen, people, smash that like.
Smash the like.
And not only that, we're dropping the beat right now, people. Man like Callum, you know, always working.
Look, this show you know is rough, because look at the hair, above the hair's a
I was going to say, you better pat that down while we're taking a 5-second breather.
That's a madness. Look, I'm here.
Love my bro.
Say hello.
Yes, Stevie. What's going on? You okay? It's Uncle.
You can't hear him.
You can't hear me. Oh, no. Stevie, can you hear me now?
Say hello, Uncle.
Hello, Stevie. It's Uncle.
Don't bite your nose, buddy.
Can I get a wave? No,
wave to Uncle?
I don't think I'm gonna get the wave.
All right, fair enough.
Oh well.
He's not in the best of moods with me.
No, he's looking at you like, Dad, like you said we'll be 10 minutes. We've been here for 2 hours, bro.
Trust me. But look, I'm not even going to stay long.
No, that's
all
cool.
I know is we've sold a couple players. Please, let's go and get someone now.
Hey, you're telling me, bro?
Don't leave us short going into the season. But yeah, man. Blessings to everyone. Smash the like, people. Matt, keep holding it down, bro. We'll catch up.
Come on, man. You know this already, man.
Come on.
Love, my bro.
Right. Enough love.
Take care, G. Take care, my bro. Listen, and again, this is why I didn't even want to say nothing, but yes, Carl is a new child. So big up to Carl as well. Obviously, and his family just had a new baby boy. So smash that like for Carl, people. His family, and you guys are family up in there as well. Smash the like. Trust me. We move, people. We move. Congratulations. Everyone say congratulations. John Conway saying congratulations, Callum. Nilante says blessed. Nardo says congrats. Delvin says congrats. Andrew says congrats. Oi, Tope, congrats. Oi, Diogo drop Project Mbappe. You know this. Listen, between Kyrie, my son, Stevie, and Carl's other son, and even my daughter, listen, Project Mbappe has to happen to one of them. I can't even lie, people. I will be so disappointed if none of them make it to Project Mbappe. Jamal says, big up yourself, Jamal. One time for Cal. Trust me. Everyone saying congrats, Cal. Listen, this is why you lot are the best. Trust me. You lot are the best. I don't care what no one says. This fan base right here, absolute flames. John Coleman says, congrats, Callum. All right. Now they say Stevie's own. Yeah, I think Stevie, bless him, he wanted to go home, man. That is my little G. He wants to go home, man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Scoop, I got aired. It happens sometimes. Uncles get aired, but some blessed little man, he's tired, man. You know what I mean? That's my little G, man. I don't think Cal needs a reminder that his hair was looking a bit peak. You know what I mean? Louis Vegas says, congratulations on you, Matt. I did more addition to more than LFC. Listen, no, it's true. It's actually true, you know. Oi, listen, we've been busier than FSG, blood. Than FSG. FSG moving mad, you know. Matt, check Canate story is hilarious. I'll see if I can bring it up. When Drifty gets in, I'll see if I can bring it up. Drifty must be at the airport. Listen, I hope he is. He better get some signings, people. I hope Drifty better get some signings, you know. Trust me. Is this where is it? I just saw Finners. More to the point where Drift that he lagging. No, just to be here, man. He's just running a bit late, man. It's calm. He will be here. Don't worry. You know what I mean? Even if it's for the last half an hour, whatever, Drifty will be here. You know what I'm saying? What you trying to say? You don't rate, man? You trying to say you don't rate man's capabilities to host a show, bruv? Man's got a crystal clear microphone, you know. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm joking. No, big up, man. Big up. Scoop says Kopish starting 11 to come to fruition. That's a lot. That's a lot of pick-me them. That's a lot, you know. That is a lot. Bogdan says Drifty moving like Reese Williams. It's peak. Stephen O'Connor says, Matt, what are the two players you think will sign? I don't know, you know. And look who decided to turn up. Right, I'm about to answer a question. In fact, I'm going to fling this on you, but more importantly, what's going on, bro?
Well gone, G. I'm sweating, you know, rushing to make sure I didn't leave man alone for too long, blood. Pure madness.
No, it's cool, man. I'm just letting the
people... Someone tell me, is it Armageddon out there? Traffic jams, ram back, mad, bruv. What, is it Armageddon, yeah? Am I missing something? Or is it Christmas? I thought it was July, blood. Is it December? I felt like I was caught up in Christmas Eve traffic, bro. Mad.
Nah, do you know what? It's mad. What's this? Joe Ruju 99. Hopefully I plan. Man moving like sway in the morning with truck. Got that mic, you know, blood. Man's got that. Yeah, the BS now, you know, my microphone, you know. Trust me.
You don't understand.
Innit?
So let me just crack open this Maggie and get down to it. Well gone.
Innit? What's this? The big up Drifty. Mohammed says Mbappe and Goretzka. What that? Oh yeah. Furthermore, because I forgot the. Sorry, let me not even forget. Stephen O'Connor says. In fact, I'll ask you, Jiff. Yeah, what two players do you think we're gonna sign? Like, obviously, everyone kind of knows midfielder and attacker that, but what are the two? What are the two names that spring to your mind? Or yeah, two names, bro.
I don't think we're gonna make two signings.
Right. We're not going to make two signings.
No. I think we'll make one and that'll be it.
Man said one.
And you know what? I'm not even calling out Finners on this one, yeah. But I heard what you lot were saying before. Man, them try sneak in the Origi talk before I touch down, yeah. Tammy Abraham over Origi. You're out your goddamn mind. Goddamn mind.
No, but what you have to understand is this, though.
There's nothing I gotta understand, bro.
No, there is. He's saying he might have a higher ceiling. You can't say. Remember, he's not definitively saying it. You know, he didn't definitively say Origi better. He just said, Tammy better. He just said, raw. You know what? Like, Tammy might have a higher ceiling. You know, and it's kind of true, bro. We don't know that because with Origi, yeah, we haven't even seen him do a full season other than I think that season where Funes Mori broke up his foot, his ankle, whatever it was. That's the only time we've seen him have a full season, bro. Other than that, it's been very sporadic. What it is with Tammy's had one season where they can kind of base it on like of consistency. That's why you have to kind of understand it, bro.
Let me tell you something, yeah. I know consistency. I know consistency is very important in football, 100%. It's one of the reasons why players like Shaqiri gets slaughtered, yeah, because he's got ability and he never actually does it on a consistent basis. So don't get me wrong, I'm not being ignorant to the fact that consistency plays a role, but I'll ask you this: how is Tammy Abraham consistent? And not only that, because that was almost rhetorical. If we're just talking about pure ability, are you actually having a laugh? Tammy Abraham is actually a bog standard Aston Villa backup level striker, yeah? And you want to tell me,
that's horrible. You
want to tell me, bro, if this fella was any good, yeah, then he would not be out in the wilderness at Chelsea. Because Chelsea ain't blessed with no strikers, big man. Chelsea ain't blessed with no strikers, bro. Chelsea have got Giroud, who I do rate, who even himself... No, but even himself is on the bench, yeah?
Yeah.
And then man are playing Kai Havertz as a striker who ain't a striker. And you want me to... Tammy Abraham never got one piece of game time under Tuchel. Yeah? Because Tuchel came in, Tuchel saw him and was like, I ain't doing none of this Lampard thing where because you're young and you're
disrespecting Tammy, you know?
I'm going to play you, yeah? Tammy Abraham is a bog standard striker. He's decent. He'll get you maybe 10, 15 goals if he's playing in the team constantly supplying him all the time. But he's not no clutch player. He ain't no big game player. And he ain't no guy who you can rely on in the moments that you need to rely on when you're a massive team. You know who he's like? He's like Danny Welbeck, but I'd actually say Danny Welbeck is better. What's Danny Welbeck's career become? Huh? No one told me Tammy Abraham is better than Danny Welbeck because he's not. And look how Danny Welbeck's career went, yeah? There's no way you're bringing me Tammy Abraham and telling me that he is better than Origi. Hey, the shade has to stop. You can banter Origi if you want to get at me and all that, yeah? But we're going to have a serious conversation. Tammy Abraham over Divock. You're out your mind. You're actually out of your mind.
No, but hear this.
No. That's recency bias at its highest level.
Man. What people are trying to say is this year, and what my man was trying to say is 1920 season where we won the league, Tammy Abraham, and this ain't even amazing stats I'm about to read you, but in 34 Premier League appearances, yeah, my man got 15 goals. He got 18 overall, yeah. That's his first full season really at Chelsea. Yeah, the next season where he got phased out, yeah.
And why did he get phased out?
Bruv, because they just signed Werner, bruv.
Oh, you mean Werner, the guy who can't hit a barn door?
Oh, regardless whether Werner can hit a barn door.
Who is playing left wing.
Bro, but here's the joke. Tammy still scored 12 goals, though. He scored 12 goals in all competitions, yeah? Now, what I'm saying is this year, they had Kai Havertz, who they were trying to obviously get. They didn't know what formation they were going to play until they settled to that 3-4-3. Yeah, Tammy was central to that. Werner was playing off the left, and I think it was it Pulisic on the right, or even Hudson. But they were just chopping and changing all the time. Yeah, Tammy. To be fair to Tammy Abraham, though, he got shafted for no reason. He got shafted because Abramovich probably said, "I'm not spending 50 mil on Werner for him to sit on bench, so Werner has to play." Giroud obviously is a big game player, so I understand that. to be fair, Jude has clout over Tammy. And Kai Havertz as well. He's another one that's like, you can't put him on bench if he's fit. These kids have got to play. But with Tammy, we kind of already knew. Like, I don't think Tammy's crap. He's not crap, you know. Whether he's better than Divock Origi, you can't definitively.
Crap. I said he's a bog standard striker.
But you can't even definitively say that, because if you even look at it like from a statistical point of view, and stats aren't everything, but you gotta give him his props though, bro. You can't just say
be real with you,
because he plays for Chelsea and Ra because he's playing with all these number 10s that he's banging goals. Because let's be real, Tammy Abraham, I don't think he's amazing, no. But you can't say he's bog standard though. That's disrespect.
Listen, what you've always got to do in every situation as well. If
I want him, I'm just saying.
If you're being fair in every situation, you have to put context into it. I know we like to throw the banter and all that. Put context on it. What games has Tammy Abraham scored in that were important, or it was a great goal? Exactly, but these are bog standard 5-yard tap-ins and all this crap. I ain't hearing none of that, bro. He is a bog standard striker, and he is third choice at Chelsea, and they've only got one striker in their team. He's actually behind a man who ain't even a striker. Yeah.
Kai Havertz kind of false 19 though. Kai Havertz saying, because the thing is, Kai Havertz, yeah, if
they made him into a false 9.
No. At Leverkusen, he was a second striker like Firmino. So you're right.
So he's like an attacking midfielder.
Yeah, but again, he still plays higher up the pitch. So I wouldn't even say he's a 10. He is literally the definition of a second striker, a bit like Firmino, right? Tammy Abraham obviously is a centre forward. But let's be real, bro. When it comes to Roman makes mad decisions though, because let's not base it on the fact of because Chelsea didn't play him, that makes a player rubbish, bruv. They dashed out Lukaku, they dashed out Kevin De Bruyne, they dashed out Salah. Let's not act like because Chelsea make a decision, that their decision makes sense. Bruv, Chelsea don't make no sense in a sense of, bruv, they will sack their manager every year, and yet somehow they'll get a good manager and win a trophy. Like, Chelsea are the club that you just don't copy.
Yeah, that's
they're
true.
On their own vibe. So we can't just say
that's true. Listen,
because you know what I'm saying?
What you're saying is true. Yeah. But on this occasion, it's got nothing to do with that though, because I don't think this is a De Bruyne.
You just think Origi's better, innit? That's what you're saying. You just think Origi's better.
He's way better. Like, I can't believe this is a conversation. You know what? Bruv. There's too many people, Too many people that are unwilling to put context into what's gone on with Origi and how he's been treated, And there's too many people that are too, like, recency bias of that. I'm hearing people saying, Origi only got 1 goal this season. How can you say he's better than... Put context in that. How many minutes did Origi get this season? Now, hold on. Let's not just try and throw a stat out there that makes it seem great.
No, we understand
how many minutes did Origi play this season? Not even how many games. How many minutes did he play?
We understand that.
Listen, man. Come on, man. If you lot will be happy with Tammy Abraham at Liverpool, then wow, we gotta have a serious conversation.
No. I can't remember who said it, but he just asked a question. He was like, "Will you take Tammy at Liverpool?" And I was like, and I threw it back. I was like, "But is he better than Origi though? Let's be real."
I can't believe you threw it back, bro. I would have just said straight no,
because, bruv, it's a conversation to be had because your love for Divock Origi. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. It's OTT.
No, but this ain't even about Divock. Forget Divock. You brought Divock into the conversation. Who wants Tammy Abraham at Liverpool?
Who wants Divock Origi at Liverpool?
Yeah, but that's not the question.
No,
Tammy Abraham. Would you take Tammy Abraham?
Thing. Bruv, it's the same thing.
Do you want Tammy Abraham at Liverpool? No.
Yes, I never said I wanted him at Liverpool. That's why.
So I'm asking you, yes or no. Do you want Tammy Abraham at Liverpool? Yes or no?
Bruv, I'm gonna be real. I don't want Tammy Abraham at Liverpool, and I don't want Divock Origi at Liverpool. Like that it's got to that point.
Yeah, but there's no need to talk about Divock. We're talking about Abraham. If you found out tomorrow we were making a £20 million bid for Tammy Abraham, would you be okay with it? Yes or no?
Bruv, I'm basing it on if Tammy Abraham comes in.
Just say yes or no, bro.
But here, let me land. If Tammy Abraham comes in, a striker or an attacker is leaving. In my opinion,
we ain't even got no strikers.
Bro, that player is going to be Divock Origi because he's the one with the fewest minutes out of all the three. Anyway, remember, Minamino was getting more minutes, right? So that says to you, the fact is, Divock Origi...
skating around it, bro.
But I don't want either of them. I don't understand why.
No,
that's
but
hard
this
to
isn't
understand.
about Origi. You brought Origi into it by comparing him to Abraham. The point I'm making is, if we say Vlahovic, say we made a bid for him tomorrow, yeah. It ain't about whether Origi's there or not.
I want him.
We've just made a bid for him, right? And everybody would say, all right, good player, I'll take that.
Bro,
would you feel the same way if it was Tammy Abraham?
Bro, Tammy Abraham, if you want to compare him and Divock Origi, this is what I'm saying. I'm using Origi as like the scale. Because, bro, if you've got Origi, what's the point in getting Tammy Abraham? That's what I compared the two. You see how you said Vlahovic, yeah? With Vlahovic, bro. Of course I'm taking Vlahovic, whether Origi stays or Origi goes. But you see, Tammy, that's different. I don't want Tammy, but if Tammy was to come in and replace Divock Origi, I wouldn't be happy. But at the same time, Liverpool will probably thinking it makes sense. He's a striker that can do damage. He's different.
But you're acting. But you know what you're doing when you do that? You're acting like Abraham's coming in to be a backup. You think FSG are going to give Klopp 20 million for a player and he's backup? Bro, Tammy Abraham would be leading the line first game of the season, bro.
If that's the case, why didn't Diogo Jota?
Because Diogo Jota's not a striker. Tammy Abraham is.
But no. But you're missing my point. Diogo Jota is how old? He's 24, right? He's 24 when we bought him. How old is Tammy?
About the same age, isn't it?
About the same age, right? Okay. One person, we bought man for 40 mil. Would you not be thinking, why is he going to sit on the bench? But you know what he said? He said, I think I'm good enough to go and ruffle the feathers of the front three.
That's you're proving my point. So when we signed Abraham, it would be because he's coming in to try and be the number one.
But here's the thing. With Abraham, the only way Liverpool even doing that deal is if Origi goes, bro. I don't see... I have to be honest.
Bro,
I don't see a world.
About Origi. This ain't about... say Origi left tomorrow to Wolves for 14 million.
Yeah.
Say right now, we woke up in the morning, Divock Origi is signed for Wolves for 14 million. So we officially have no strikers at the club. And we've only got Bobby, really. I know we can play Jota down the middle, but Bobby is technically the only striker at the club. And then you heard the following day, we've made a £20 million bid for Tammy Abraham. Right. Do you believe that Tammy Abraham's coming here knowing he's going to be backup when he's leaving Chelsea because you don't want to be backup? We would be buying him because he will be coming under the impression he is going to be our striker for the season.
Bro, firstly, you have a point. But secondly, that player might also be like, it's hard to know the intentions of that player. That player's either moving because he wants more money. That player's either moving because he feels like at Liverpool, I've got a better chance. I'm competing against Firmino. I offer something different. So whether he feels like he's going to get first team or not, I don't know. What I am saying is this, though. If we're going to get in a striker, who I don't think will be Tammy Abraham, that the question was just put out there. I just said, I don't see Liverpool getting Tammy Abraham if he's not like amazingly better than Divock Origi. Because I feel like Origi being there, Tammy Abraham they're around that same kind of quality, bro. We have to be real. You just think Divock Origi's better because he's got more to his game. I don't know
why you're still talking about Origi, bro.
Because he's in the shop window, fam, and we've been trying to get rid of him for a little while.
But if we buy a striker, we're buying a striker to come in and be our number 9.
Yes, Drift. And what I'm saying is,
Liverpool, is Tammy Abraham good enough for that, bro?
Bro, Liverpool have 17 non-homegrown players right now. Someone has to go for this deal. Whether it's Tammy, has to happen.
No, Tammy's homegrown, so it doesn't.
Sorry, Tammy's homegrown. What I'm saying is Divock Origi, though. For example, say you want to get a Vlahovic, yeah? I'm looking at Liverpool's team and I'm thinking, who's most likely going to go? It's probably going to be Divock over a Minamino. Maybe Divock's got more suitors. Maybe Divock is more prem-proven. So I'm looking at him, bro. As much as I keep going back to him, he's in that shop window. So when I'm thinking about even getting a player, I'm thinking, what, you think Liverpool are just going to stockpile? We are sell to buy, bro. That's why I've got a player always in mind when we say we're going to bring in this person. But then I've got to think, but who's leaving? Because let's not be real. If we were Chelsea, Man United, or whoever, or Man City, then I would be like, yeah, do you know what? We'll just get my man and just know that no one's really going to go. But you got to think as a Liverpool fan, someone's going to go, bro. That's why when the person said Tammy, I was like, If Tammy goes, probably
But
give
you're
a
still
Origi.
skating around it. Is Tammy
How am I
Abraham good
skating?
enough to play for Liverpool? Yes or no?
No, I said
All
this
right,
though.
but then, so that's
I
it
don't
then, bro. So
understand.
fuck Tammy Abraham then, and we don't want him.
Bro,
Simple, bruv.
I don't.
Simple, bruv. It
When
is
in the
what
world
it is,
did I
bruv.
say I wanted
Forget
Tammy
who he's
Abraham?
replacing. Forget
Oh,
what
Lord.
this is. Tammy Abraham good enough to play for Liverpool? No. So
I
we don't want him.
But he's not coming though. Someone just asked a question. We have been.
No, I've actually heard a couple of rumors that I even heard that Man United have been looking at him. I was like,
Bro,
who? Tammy Abraham?
We're not getting Tammy Abraham. Like,
Bruv, if we sign Tammy Abraham,
him.
I quit, bro.
We're not getting Tammy Abraham. We're not. Like it's long. But anyway, let's move on because we got bigger things to worry about. And it ain't Tammy Abraham. So let's move on to Jordan Shaqiri. Now, obviously today, Jordan come out and said, listen, I want a new challenge. Liverpool know this. Apparently Lazio and Napoli are leading the charge for a minute. So he wants a fresh challenge. Now, when I heard this, I was like, Raj, Shaq's being very, very open about it. Like, for him to kind of just say that, like, in terms of us trying to negotiate, that ain't the best thing for him to say. Now that he said that, obviously, that he just wants out. So Liverpool kind of know that they're going to be fighting for a fee. But reportedly, it's about 12 to 15 that we're looking for. But here's what a lot of clubs don't understand as well. We've got an option on his deal to extend it to 2023. So theoretically, he's got 2 years instead of 1. Now, firstly,
you can't hear my fan, can you, bro? So I just didn't want to make sure.
No, I can't. So firstly, do you think Shaqiri goes? And if so, do we get a replacement?
Yeah, I think he'll go. I'm not sure if the club are going to be how they've been with a few of our other players and take a knockdown price. I probably would say, yeah. If you look at Wilson, who obviously we'll touch on, if you look at Grujic, I think the club are now willing to accept less money than they know the player's worth because we've got to just get a few bodies out the door, innit?
Yeah.
As you said, the foreign quota is at its maximum.
Yeah, 17.
So the only way we can get a foreign player in is if one goes. Shaqiri is probably surplus to requirements due to his availability and all that. So I think he'll probably be the one that will go in order to be able to get a different. Here's the thing, though, yeah. If we're at our quota for foreign players, does that mean we were at our quota already then? Because Konate replacing Wijnaldum as just a random like
we were at our max.
So were we already fully at our capacity?
Yeah, we was at our max. And that's what a lot of people were saying even like last year with the whole Jota and Thiago thing in it. So we was at our max. So yeah, 1 for 1 in it. So we're literally 17 now. So someone has to leave non-homegrown for us to bring someone else in overseas.
Yeah, Shaqiri will be the first one, I think.
Yeah. I didn't even read this out. Sorry, Vasi. Matt, I feel we are trying to get Mbappe, but if we don't, I feel we'll get Doku, Luis Diaz, and Newhouse. I'm gonna be real. I don't think we're trying to get Mbappe, you know.
Vasi, like what makes you believe we're trying to get Mbappe, bro? I need you to tell me what you've read.
I don't know.
I need you to tell me what you've read, bro. Hey, you see Luis Diaz though, bro? I'll take him in a heartbeat still.
Is that the guy from Benfica?
Benfica. No, Porto.
Is it Porto or Benfica?
Porto.
One of this. I think I've seen him, but I don't.
He's techie with it, you know, bro.
But is he better than Vlahovic?
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Pereira from West Brom. He's that type of player.
Okay.
I like him still. Yeah, you know, remember I was telling you, I think
is he?
Pereira's the type of player we should have tried to get in for the squad because West Brom got relegated.
Pereira's a good player, but I don't know, man. Like, I'm not trying to say he can't make that next step up here, but when you've got players like Rafinha, that's on the market, bro, and that actually not in the market, but
much harder to get hold of, though.
No, bro. It is. If you're looking for that cut price fee, then yeah, Pereira kind of makes sense. But if you're looking to really like do some damage in the Prem, you go Rafinha, bro. Like, or Neto when he's fit. I don't know. I kind of feel with Liverpool we do.
All right, you know what? Yeah, put it like this.
No, man.
If you can get Diaz for around maybe 30, 35 mil,
Yeah.
And if you went for Rafinha, it would be about 60 to 70 mil. I think Diaz is good enough to do that. So I think Rafinha is better, but not by a lot. Do you get what I mean? And I think if you're going to get a half price, much easier to negotiate, no hassle, get it done quickly type of deal, I would go for Diaz. Diaz is a baller, brother. And if Diaz came to Liverpool, he'd be Mane's backup. And that would mean that we'd have pace and we'd have like good technical ability on the bench, waiting if Mane couldn't play. So we'd still be able to play the same way. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't know if you've seen much of him, but he's very quick, very good.
I'm trying to think of the player. Yeah, like I need to. I think I'm thinking of someone else. I think I'm thinking of someone else.
He had a good season as well. He had a good Copa America. I like him, bro. He's Colombian, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I'm thinking of someone else. You know, I like
him. He's good, bro. He ain't amazing. He ain't gonna set the world on fire. But if you're talking about bringing in a player to become a very good squad member, and we can still play the same way, he's that type of guy that I think would be a very good squad addition, bro. Very good.
No, fair play. 975 Jabmock, he says, what do you think about Genie throwing Klopp under the bus? Did Genie really throw Klopp under the bus? Like, I want to get into the Genie.
I never felt like he threw Klopp under the bus. I think he was more having a little dig at the fans.
Yeah, that's what I felt like as well. Like, I kind of, do you know? Actually,
I never felt like he was having a dig at Klopp.
100%. You know, actually, as soon as we've touched on Shaqiri already. Yeah, let's furthermore, let's talk about Genie Wijnaldum, because obviously over the weekend, I think it was Genie was saying about how he loves Liverpool. He wanted to stay. It was hard for him to leave. He felt at certain points in the last 2 years he was made a scapegoat. He felt that he gave it his all. He felt like when there were games that certain people might say they weren't playing, he was always one of the first up to say he was playing. And also online abuse that he was getting. And I just think to myself, do you know what? Yeah, like I think some of that interview has been like misread. Like he didn't leave because of abuse that he was getting. In my opinion, he was just letting you know that like these things happen in football, and it just made me think a bit when I was getting this abuse. Like, do you know what I mean? When you heard that, Jiff, yeah, did you also like? I don't know. Did you think about like is Genie trying to out the fans, so to speak, or was he well in his right to kind of say these things? Because I kind of feel like, me personally, the abuse that people get on social media, bro, like it's normal, but it shouldn't be normal. Like, what was your thoughts when you read it? And apology if I've been super chats people. I'm gonna bring them up still.
Yeah. In my opinion, you know what you need to do to become a verified account, yeah? You have to give your real information, you have to know it's you have to prove it's you, and all that kind of stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
I think it shouldn't be common public information, because obviously you may not want the public to know. I mean, no, you would definitely not want the public to know where you live, or maybe even your real name and all that kind of stuff. But you see, Twitter themselves as an entity who have so much power in the world, they should know. So if you do anything, you can be called out for it, right? I feel like every single person who signs up to Twitter should need to be verified the same way a celebrity would need to be verified to get the blue tick. That way, nobody would be able to be racist, sexist, homophobic, anything, because you are right there. I know who you are straight away. You can't get away with it. Do you get what I mean? And until that happens, people are going to always be horrible and be abusive and whatnot, coming with the known face and all that stuff and just being horrible to people. But from what Genie said about getting the abuse, in my opinion, I feel like he was almost spot on. And I'm not trying to throw anyone under the bus here, and I'm not trying to be bad-minded in any way, shape, or form to any individuals, because obviously having an opinion is something you're allowed to do in football. We have it ourselves. But I could tell that people scapegoated him. Now, I know, say, for example, no one in our community abused him in any way, shape, or form. We don't have that type of community, so I'm not even talking to the people right now. But there are a lot of people who have to admit that they maybe built up a kind of an agenda against him, so to speak, where it was like, if we're having a bad game, the easiest person to dig out is Ronaldo. Oh, what does he do? He offers nothing. He ain't even got no assists. He ain't
that's
got
exactly
no
what
goals.
happened. But that's exactly
and
what
he
happened.
Became,
That's exactly what happened with
yeah, and he
Adam,
became an easy person to dig out if Liverpool had a poor game. And he saw that. So when he was saying what he was saying, I couldn't even disagree because I witnessed it myself, bro. If you jumped on Twitter after a Liverpool game, everybody was saying, what does Genie offer?
What does
He does
Wijnaldum
nothing.
do? Yeah.
Rare. Do you get what I mean? So even though he should ignore it, because you shouldn't let that, you know what I mean? You should try and not let the negativity bring you down. I actually know what he's talking about because I watched it every week myself. I did. So it is unfair that everybody just scapegoated him. The man was ever present in the interview when he said, people have no idea how hard I work to be fit and available for every game. Bro, I do. But being able to play 38 games in a season is a damn near impossibility these days, bro. And I watched him do it every season. I know he worked hard for that. He got no appreciation from half our fan base. I'll be honest. I actually say it's a 50-50 split for people who appreciated Genie and people who didn't appreciate Genie. And I just don't like. I don't like that he became a scapegoat. I don't. Like, if he really, really was messing up every game, you'd have to be like, Genie, you got to stand up, hold your hands up and go, bro, man, you did drop the ball a lot. But I don't even think he was playing badly. I just think it was an easy target. It's an easy, we didn't score a goal today. That means we didn't create. It's Genie, innit? You don't do nothing. Do you get what I mean? It became easy. It was almost like a cliche to just go at him if we didn't do well in a match. So, you know what I mean?
Fair play. I fully understand that. So we did a few super chats as well. 975 Jammer says he ignored Klopp's instruction in the Barca game. Yeah, he did. He spoke about, bruv, he was angry. He didn't he didn't start the game. Obviously you should never ignore instructions, but sometimes you gotta do your thing. He scored 2 goals, bro. Like,
do you know what, Jammer? Yeah. I'm not condoning not listening to the manager at all, yeah.
Hindsight.
But I just want to say something that we spoke about in the past. Do you remember when we said we hate the fact, yeah, that there are people in the game that don't take the initiative? Because even though you're given instructions, as a footballer, you're the one on the pitch and you're the one who's supposed to use your ability to make things happen in a game, right? You know, Matt, we've had this conversation a lot. And the reason we had the conversation is because we were annoyed that we don't have many players in our team that are inventive or are like an X Factor type player that will do, they can follow instructions, but they'll also do something where the manager might have a problem with it, but they can see something and they're taking the initiative as a grown man and as a footballer to try and do something to win the game. Yeah. What Genie did in that Barcelona game, I'm not condoning him not doing what Klopp said, but for 45 minutes, he sat on the bench, he saw something, he used his initiative, just like he did in that Cardiff game as well, when we're chasing the title in 18-19. He came on, he exploited the space that he knew was there from watching the game for 45 minutes, and he came on and got a brace and we won that game. There's nobody you can tell me him ignoring Klopp ain't a good thing. No one.
No, of course.
Because he scored a brace and we won the game. So,
yeah. 100%. Mark A, yeah, I've missed that super chat. Bro, just send it in again and I'll read it out for you because I think for some reason it's not letting me go back in it. Sean says Rafinha, I remember that. Let me go through some of the other ones. Matt's thoughts on Bowen. I don't think he's good enough personally. Alright, big up my bro KG. What's going on, bro? He says he's not on the market. Gotta get a Rafinha jar for you, man. Yeah, do you know what, KG? Rafinha's not on the market. We know this already, bro. But yeah, I need to shout you as well, KG. I'm gonna shout you still. After this.
KG, just real quick. If you know about Diaz, who do you think is better? Rafinha for 70 mil or Diaz for 35, bro? No, because as a Leeds fan, he'll be able to give a good reflection.
No, not 70. I don't think we'll pay 70.
But Rafinha would cost 70, bro.
No, it wouldn't. I think it'll be like 50 something with add-ons, like, or 60 with add-ons. Yeah, 60 with some add-ons. Bro,
you're going up now. You said 50, now you're getting 60. You're going up, bro.
I think 60
Rafinha's 70 mil, bro. 100%, bro.
I don't think so, you know.
Leeds don't want to get rid of him.
No, of course they don't. But I just don't see.
Remember in Football Manager when you had to put bare money on top because the team don't want to sell?
Yeah, I know. Adam LFC says Liverpool are unlikely to make any more signs after Konate, Carl Mackham. Yeah, I saw that. Here's the thing, though. He said that, in the Independent, if I'm not mistaken, and big up Carl as well. I've never met him, never spoken to him or whatnot, but I swear only a day before or whatever, Melissa Reddy said the exact opposite about how we're actively looking to sign a midfielder. So all I'm going to say is I don't know what's going on there. Maybe them two haven't spoke. No, I'm joking. I don't know. I'm just saying I'm not going to get into all of that because every reporter is going to have their spin on whether we're going to sign someone or not. I won't read too much into that. What I would say to you is when you go online, there's always a few certain people who who you think you can trust. I know who I can trust in it. And I'll just say, you lot do the same. Don't worry about what other people are saying. Like people are going to say a lot in it. Remember, we won't get in Thiago. We won't get in Thiago unless a midfielder came in, unless we sold some players. Unless Genie leaves, we're not signing Thiago. Thiago is not going to Liverpool. Man United now entered the race. But we heard it all before. KG says, you're smoking if you think your altar and our ball will let Raf go for 50 mil. Rafinha himself will be insulted if he sold for a low fee again. KG, listen, bruv, don't let me have to bring you on stream, because I'll send you a link and we can have it out with Rafinha. No, I'm joking. Rafinha, you're right. 50 is probably too low, but I think 60 though, we can get him. That's me.
But he's costing 70, bro. He's costing 70.
I think 60 maybe with add-ons. No, it have to be add-ons rising it. It'll be 60 flat with add-ons. But again, maybe that's just me being cheeky because as KG knows way more than me, he's more connected. He probably knows that fee that maybe would be able to get Rafinha. From what it sounds like, it's more than what I'm thinking. So fair play, KG. Big at yourself again, my bro. I need to shout you. What did I just see? I just saw something I wanted to read out, man.
Couple super chats just came in.
Have they? Hold on. I just see one from Jamrock. Here we go. So 1975 Jamrock. My PT is Klopp. Put shackles on his MFs and that's Genie. That cost Genie's negotiating leverage and it's also cost us the title in 1819. Being cautious, debate time. 1975 Jamrock, yeah. That's a big question to go into, but I will say this though. Jurgen Klopp's tactics here may not have worked every single year, but if you think about it, he won us the Champions League 18-19. And yes, Genie kind of had to go against what he said, but as you said, players have to do that at a certain point anyway, when of that level. And in 1920, we won the league. So I think that's a debate to be had though, like real talk. Yeah, we understand that maybe we need to be a bit more flamboyant, not even flamboyant, a bit more adventurous in midfield. But I don't know, man. I just kind of feel like
I feel like Klopp put shackles on players in games where he feels like it. I think he lets them off the leash in games and he feels like it.
I get what he's saying. I get what he's trying to say. Genie Houdini. He says, in the moment which angered you the most, when Karius made his mistake in the UEFA Champions League final, when Adja made a mistake against Atletico. I think that's to you, Drift,
Obviously, the magnitude of the game's got to be Karius, isn't it?
For you, yeah, because Karius was the actual final. Like, don't get me wrong, obviously,
and we just got back in the game. Mane equalised, we were back in the game, and then Karius went and done that, and you're like, you gotta be kidding me. You've actually gotta be kidding.
Yeah, for real. And again, like Liverpool, who's this PSF? Says Liverpool can't afford Rafinha. Leeds. No, fair enough. I'm guessing you're a Leeds fan. Big up all the Leeds fans up in there. Oh, KG's bought
couple people saying that the Shaq fees agreed, so he's gonna go.
Yeah, I'm looking for that now, but I don't see nothing at the moment. I'm just looking.
Matt, let me ask you this question while I ask the people the same question at the same time. Yeah. We bought Konate for 32 mil or 35 mil or whatever it was.
It's 36, isn't it?
36 mil. And that was all up front because it was an actual
release clause
buyout, right? So we couldn't do the normal thing we do when we do like the thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Show me evidence that when we're getting rid of Shaq, Gruich, Wilson, and all these players, show me evidence we're not just recouping the money we spent on Konate. Because everyone seems to think that their man again means that we're going to spend money on a new player, forgetting we bought Konate. So I just want people to tell me how are you so convinced that money is to go towards a new signing and it's not to fill the pockets back up after spending 36 million on Konate?
Where you understand is this, yeah? And again, this ain't me being gospel. This is me just trying to remember what happened last year. So when we see last year when we sold our players, we sold Brewster for a minimum, what was it, 24, yeah, add-ons or whatever, and we sold a couple of other players as well, right? You got to remember something. A lot of that money was we didn't really pay. Sorry, the players that we actually paid for in the end, which were Jota and Thiago, we paid peanuts in it. It was like silly money, right? So therefore, Liverpool didn't really spend that a lot of money this season. So it'll come into this season, right? Like that we're about to enter in now, that they'll start paying. That red bird thing is supposed to offset a lot of some of that debt that we would have racked up, especially during the pandemic. I can only think, in my opinion, that when we sign Konate, we're basically starting. I don't know, actually. Now that you said that, are we starting in the green or in the black?
No, bro, because if you're going to do that, then I want to ask where all the money is from the Champions League win. Then I'm going to ask you where all the money is from the Premier League win.
That's a good question. I don't know.
So, I'm going to ask you where all the money is from all the players that we sold, like Danny Ings and all those other men that we sold. Remember, because we didn't buy anyone then either.
This is what I was going to say.
I am not convinced one bit that we are selling players to buy someone. It could quite possibly be we're offsetting the fact that we paid upfront for Konate. Because remember, we've got to pay another 9 mil for Jota. We've got to pay another 5 mil for Thiago. They're man on payment plans, bro.
Yeah.
So Shaqiri might be paying for Jota and Thiago's yearly pay, bro. Well, you show me where there's evidence that this means that we're going to go put that money, because Genie went for free, bro. We lost a £50 million player for free, yeah? So you tell me how you can convince me that all the player sales are going to go to new signings and they're not going to just be paying for Konate.
No, we don't know that. But what I'm saying is Liverpool... All right, so I'm trying to think of how much...
Oh, yeah, training ground. Remember, we got to pay back that loan.
No, but that training ground, that's different. The training ground is not going to come out of player fees, bro. That's one thing I do know. It's separate departments.
It's got to come from somewhere, bro.
No, but bro, it's separate departments, bro. It's like if you're in a school,
it's got to come from somewhere, bro.
You don't take the PE fund and then put it into the flipping IT room. Like, that's just taking a piss, bro. You don't do that. There's certain, like, I'll say this.
Bro, petty cash is petty cash, bro.
Bro, listen, we know our owners are tight. They are tight, yeah. But again, I don't know how much we recouped last season.
Red Coleman just said, Lovren, it's the Lovren money. We only got 10 mil for Lovren, and that bought Simicast. So it ain't Lovren money.
No, but remember, all right then, but that 24 mil we got for Brewster was not spent on Jota and Thiago, was it?
Well, 14 mil of it was.
Was it 14? 5 for Thiago, and how much was it for Jota?
And 9 for Jota.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're paying 9 mil every year for like.
All right, were those the only two? But was those the only sales that we made? Though this is just me trying to remember. You know, we might have made a few more.
I think Brewster and Lovren were the only two that left last year, from what I can remember.
I need to go check right now as we're talking. I need to go check because I've got a funny feeling we made a little bit more. Hold on, Liverpool LFC.
Oh, well, you mean a little bit more like when we won the Champions League and we made a little bit more? I mean, a little bit more like when we won the Premier League and we made a little bit more, bro.
Oh, bro, you're just seeing the Varane talk and getting upset, man. Allow it.
No. I've been thinking this for a little while, but I'm just saying it out loud. How can you prove to me?
All right. Let me tell you something right now. All right. Herbie Kane, 1.2, minor. Ajaria, 3.5. Okay, minor. Lovren.
Them man, they're just paying wages, bro. Yeah,
hear me out. Lovren, 10.9. All right. It's Hove. I forgot about Hove. Hove was 13.5. And then Brewster was 23.5. Right?
So add that all up for me, real quick.
We received 52.6 mil. And you said we spent how much?
13 mil on Simicast.
No, Simicast wasn't 13. Was he?
Yeah, Simicast was 13 mil.
I saw Simicast was like 11 or something. No, yeah, Simicast 11.75, bro.
Okay. All right, give or take a mil here or there.
Oh, don't do that. These millions
No, I'm just saying, like 30 mil, 12 mil, are the same thing, Bridget.
No, all right. So what's this now?
So 12, let's round that to 12 mil, yeah?
So we made 52 with minus
21
minus
mil.
11.
So that's 21 mil including the down payment on Jota, and then 26 mil including Thiago.
I don't know, minus
so
5,
we've got 24 million floating around, yeah?
We've got 26 mil left. 26 mil left.
24, 26, whatever.
Yeah? All right, so we've got 26 left. That's what we had left over. And then we've sold...
Don't forget about contract extensions. We have to give a new contract to Virgil, Salah.
But we haven't done it, but we can't account for
No, but I'm saying all of that needs to happen. So that money there might have been put into that budget.
I doubt it, because again, player sales, I'm pretty sure will go to player transfer. They're not gonna be like, let's take his sale and use it for his contract. I doubt that. I could be wrong. But again, all right.
Bro, but hold on. You acting like you don't know who FSG are, bro.
Bro, I'm not saying but I'm not saying that we don't do that. I'm just trying not to think that we do that.
We can't even buy a player based on his wages. It's not even the bloody fees. It's the bloody wages.
We sold Wilson for 12, and let's say we sold Shaq for 12. Have we sold anybody else?
What's his name? We sold for 6 mil, the young striker. What's his name again?
Oh, yeah. Awanini.
I can't remember. I did the daily show on it. I can't remember. But yeah, we sold the young striker, the young Nigerian.
Awanini, innit? So that's
by the
12,
way, first time I'm wearing it today. I love it.
12 and 6.
People in stores right now.
That's 30.
Get you a man that can do both.
So really and truly, we got like 54 in the kitty. But obviously, minus Kanate, all right, we got 18 mil. That's if all these sales go through regarding Shaqiri for 12. So we got 18 mil.
Who are we going to buy for 18 mil then?
If that's going by what this is going by what you're saying. We don't know whether this is legit or not. I don't know. But we're going by what you're saying. So the sales from last year, obviously, the money we had left over, and the money that we've just made. Let's just say it's all goes for Kanate. We've already paid for Kanate. Kanate is already done. So we got 18 mil left. Oh, yeah, Gruitch, fam. How come man forget Gruitch? How much was Gruitch again?
I think we got 12 for Gruitch, I think.
Was Gruitch 12? Let's just say Gruitch is 12. All right, so we got 30 in the kitty. You're telling me we can't buy no one for 30? That's your one.
No, I'm not saying we can't. I'm not saying we can't. I'm saying I got a feeling that some of these players leaving were to offset that Kanate deal. That's all I'm saying.
What you're saying, maybe.
Oh, no, hold on. When you talked about money we've got left to spend this summer, did you include another 9 mil for Jota and another yearly payment and another 5 mil for Thiago?
Yes. Yeah. I did them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we've got a little bit of money left over. But again, like, we shouldn't be scrimping and scramping for freaking pennies.
We're Liverpool Football Club, and right now we've got our handout going. Anyone else got some more change? We've got to get enough together here so we can get a 99 flake for all the kids.
Yeah. No,
you know them ones like, we can't leave out Susan. Are you mad? Come on, man. We need anyone else got any more change? That's what we're doing right now, bro.
No, it's
peak. Liverpool Football Club. What the fuck, bro?
I feel to pay that. I actually would probably get a thingy, but there's one South Park clip where like someone's begging for change, fam. That's what we're doing with the guys like change. Do you have any spare change? Like, bro, like it's mad. Like some apocalypse thing. That's how we're moving right now. Like we ain't got pennies.
Oh yeah, we spent 2 mil on Ben Davies, isn't it?
But Ben Davies was practically. I don't even think Ben Davies cost anything.
Nah, bro, we spent 2 mil on him. Money's money, bro.
What's going on with it? All right, let me try and go through some super chats because a lot of people said I've missed quite a few super chats. But let me see. All right, firstly, this is where I'm starting from. This is where I can go back to. If I've missed any, I'm going to go through a read off a whole lot of them now. And if it won't let me go back, please bring them in again if I don't read it out. D-Dubs, big up yourself. He says, it's looking like Elliot, Minamino, Keita are the reinforcement for next season, fellas. FSG won't be making any big signings unless we sell a big name. Boy, it's kind of mad if that is the truth. I'll be honest with you, because that is peak. Excellent Industry says FSG ain't even setting players' contracts now. Boy. None of what Drifty's saying is actually factually, like none. No, obviously that's just you giving your opinion. Nothing's factual. We don't know that, man. What I'm saying is not factual either.
Not what none of us are saying is factual.
Yeah,
but I need you to explain. I need you to explain to me how I'm wrong, because it's what we do. We sell to buy, right?
No, we do. Excellent Industry says only team in the league with accounts as fans. 100%. You want to know why? Because we don't get told the truth.
Team in the top 6,
and we're mad tight, and we're supposed to be a big team. Mad tight. Let's be real. It doesn't matter whether you're FSG in or FSG out. We're mad tight. It's that simple. Dinesh Karai says we still don't know sell Liverpool merchandise. Oh, basically, he's still saying about we still don't know about the deal at Liverpool's merchandise of 20% made on the shirt sales. Well, yeah, we don't know about that. You have to ask LeBron James and them, man. We don't know. Aiden Andrew says you don't pay the fees at once, you won't get them at once. No, we know this. We know. We obviously with any transfer, majority of the time, unless it's a release clause, you'd never pay the fee up front. There's always a payment plan. Do you know what I mean?
Do you want to know? Are there any more before I make?
No, there's a few. Yeah, Musa. I said that we're not getting any money for Wilson and Gruich this year. Yes. Oh yeah. Do you know what? Actually, I'm not too sure about Gruich, but I definitely know about Wilson. That is very true. The Wilson payments are being staggered from Fulham, and they won't start until next year. So that is very, very true. That is very true. He's right there.
So that means we got to take that money off of the budget.
No, you don't. Shall I tell you why? Because if it's guaranteed, bro, you're still gonna spend it. You know that you're gonna get it back. You're being mad.
But so if that's true, how comes you don't believe the transfer to see man with the scarf like that?
Come on, Jeff. We know this. We know this, man. Tahir says FSG should be on benefits, cheap billionaires. Boy, FSG, you know.
No, we cannot forget that our owners tried to put the staff on furlough.
Yeah. But you know what, though? This is why, you see, I'm seeing a lot of comments like, say, Liverpool fans are now trying to be accountants. But it's because of our club as to why, basically, we're just trying to work out where's the money gone that from player sales, all of them, and not only that, like, trophies. Like, what's the point of being successful if the money just disappears? If they I don't think things are crystal in my opinion. Like they could have went on player extensions, contracts, or whatever. But do we know that for sure? No, we don't. And I guess in any club, you're not going to get full transparency. But I just feel like with us, like there's too much of this whole unknown in terms of like, okay, we're sell to buy, but we don't know which player covers which player. Like if this player leaves, are we good? Like there's just too much like clouded in my opinion. There's not enough.
Let me tell you something as well, bro. Yeah. This is the misconception. This is the misconception that a lot of people have, especially the FSG in people, when we're talking about this sell to buy thing. Yes, I agree. Most clubs are sell to buy because that's just business in general. I can walk into the corner shop down the road. They ain't gonna buy a new batch of Mars bars unless they shot the other ones because they don't want a whole heap of Mars bars that are going out of date. Yeah, every part of a business model will be you buy a product after you've sold it. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. But what you need to understand is that isn't what our problem is, right?
Yeah, no.
What our problem is why do we always make sure that we have to get the player out first before we buy one? Because even though the general consensus is if you buy a player, you sell a player, everybody else just gets their business done as they need to. They'll be like, right, we need a left back. We'll buy who's on the market, get whatever. And then you know what? Afterwards, we'll figure out who goes out. Whereas with Liverpool, we will sit there, twiddle our thumbs. And if we don't get rid of anyone, we'll actually put the squad in jeopardy in order to make sure we never did anything that upset the books and all that crap. And for me, that's when you're more of a business than you are a football team. And I'm sorry, what is the actual point in this? To be a football team and win football matches,
yeah,
and to win leagues, and to win trophies.
That goes without saying. That goes without saying, obviously.
But that's what I'm saying. So that's why people need to understand that we're not We're not acting like we don't get that. You got to sell a player if you buy a player because you can't have too many players and all of that. We know that. The point is, why are we the only club that scrimps and save like all that rubbish, and we don't buy a player till we've got rid of a player, and we'll let a good thing go. We will let a good thing go. Let me just give you a scenario. Werner goes Chelsea, bang 44 goals. Chelsea win the league. Do you know how upset we'd be that we didn't buy Werner because we scrimped and we thingy and we negotiated over what, 4 million? I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. That is what the problem is. We should have got Werner in the door and then we should have figured out how we're going to offset the money afterwards. Think football first and then think business afterwards. And we're not talking about money here that's astronomical, you know. We're not talking about people who are costing 110 mil and all that stuff. We're talking about even when it's a 30 million pound signing, we're still really scrimping and really trying to, and it's like, fucking hell, man. I'm watching Chelsea spend 30 million on people they'll never even play. What the hell's going on, bro?
Boy, it's the name of the game.
And if you're all right with it, then maybe that's where your standards are. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, fair. Here's the thing that, like, because again, I don't want this to be like I see a few people in the chat saying they don't want us to be like we're always negative. We're not always negative. I just think as Liverpool fans, there's just things that we have to address. Like in any club, innit? Like some days are better than others, and some days, you know, you can see where the club is heading, and some days you think to yourself, right, like what are we actually doing because of certain issues, whether it's contracts, whether it's players aging, whether it's coaches, whether it's, do you know what I mean? Like, there's just so many things for us to discuss, people. So I don't think we're being negative. I just think we're asking questions. No one is saying anything definitively. We're just asking questions about the club and how we are going to move forward. And if we are going to move forward and compete and stay at that highest level, which I'm sure all you guys want to be at, how do we do that? Do we keep trying to do the bargain bucket thing? Or do we actually just, you know what I mean, go and get a credit card and just go ham? Like, how many times are you going to keep waiting for that check to drop every 4 weeks, so to speak, or 6 weeks? Like, every now and again, you just got to go and get that credit card if you can and just go ham, man. Trust me, that's what Liverpool need to do. They've got the finances to do it.
But you know what it's like, yeah? Shout out to anyone who shops on ASOS, yeah? Best online shop in the world. You know they do a sale every now and again, like every weekend or every other weekend. They'll do like 20% off. They do one every week, I swear. Yeah, they do it now every week or something now, innit? Yeah, maybe during the pandemic. But you know, in general, it was like every fortnight, maybe, whatever, 20%, 25%, whatever it is, yeah? If you know that your brother's birthday is on the 18th,
yeah,
and the weekend is the 16th, are you going to wait for that sale? Yeah.
No, you can't.
And hope that you get next day delivery and it comes on time. Or are you just going to buy it in advance because you want to make sure that you get your brother's birthday present? So at the party, he's got something to open from his big brother. Because I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I would buy it and just be like, if I miss the sale, I miss the sale. It's about making sure my brother has his present.
But that's what you're supposed to do, though. That's what you're supposed to do.
But FSG will wait for that sale, bro. And do you know what they'll do if the delivery don't happen on time? They'll show your brother a picture of the present and say it's on its way, bro. It's on its way. Show man a picture, bro.
I don't even think
that FSG ain't right, bro. Morally, that ain't right.
I think FSG would just be like, try to get in a sale.
And then what happens if the sale don't happen?
In the sale, yeah, it didn't happen in the sale.
No, but what happens if the sale don't happen, bro?
Then you don't get the present. But this is what FSG do. Remember, FSG done it in the 18-19 season. When we won the Champions League, they said, first of all, JW Henry went on camera and said, I'm going to give Klopp what he wants. It's like, okay. He didn't. Man gave us Adrian, Harvey Elliott, and flipping, who was the other one? What's the centre-back's name?
No, not Hover.
No.
Vandenberg.
Man gave us Sepp and Adrian and said, yo, fellas, you just won the Champions League, but you know something? You're gonna have to take this one. Take this L. We're gonna give you 2 players. Sepp Vandenberg, Harvey Elliott. Compensation fee. That's all you're getting. Bro. What? We just won the Champions League. Man gave us kids, bro. Do you know what man said? Man said, bruv, these players you're
thing is,
getting, they're not
Harvey
even going to
Elliott,
buffer the
might
squad.
become an absolute sensation.
Of course, but
he
we're
was
talking
only
about
16.
right now. Bruv.
Yeah, he was only 16 at that time, bro.
Bruv, no one can ever say right there, Harvey Elliott, like, and even now, like we're in year 2021, Harvey Elliott's obviously still got to break through. We know he's a talent, but let's not act like we could have used Harvey Elliott that season. We couldn't. And
sorry, hold on. I don't want to lose the super chat, but Louis Las Vegas, that is the one. You wait for the sale and then your size is sold out. That's FSG, bro. That is FSG, bro. They will wait for the thing and then the size is sold out. And then what are you going to do? Well, you don't know your brother's a 34 waist. Well, you're going to try and buy him a 31 and give him a Johnny Craig DVD as well, so he can lose weight and fit in there.
They just want to buy now. That's FSG. Let me quickly read out a couple of super chats as well because they're going thick and fast. So, 975 Jump said, my dudes, we used the UEFA Champions League qualification money on Kanate. Come on. A miss super chat from Saswa. He said, thank you, Mark, for bringing this up, my bro. Are you guys entering the Football Content Creator Awards? Do you know what? We might have to, as you said that.
If I'm being honest, we ain't about the glitz and the glory, but
but I might look into it though.
If the people think it's worth it, we're not here for that, but you know what I mean.
For real, we're just here for the people, man. People's champion there. And to hear says FSG should be. I think I read that already. I'm just trying to see if I've missed anything.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. the way you did that, W. Henry, I'm gonna give Klopp what he wants,
bro. Am I lying though, man?
I watched that interview when he was like, whatever Klopp needs to make sure that he can go again, we'll do it.
LSE
Vandenberg and Adrian, yeah? All right, cool.
Yeah, bro. LSE says JW is from New Orleans now. Bro, that I just, you know what I mean? He probably is. I don't know where he's from, bro. But he's from Boston. Well, they say Boston Red Sox and all that. I don't know, man. Man like Seth walked in. You damn right. Listen, Klopp. No, but on a real though, if you're Jurgen Klopp and you won the Champions League, hold on. Here we go. Sam Max Legends, big at yourself. He says, under FSG, Red Sox only won 4 titles in 20 years.
No, but that needs context. Is that 4 titles in 20 years because everyone else was sensational and it is an achievement? Or is it 4 titles in 20 years because they kept on selling their best players and not helping the team to progress? That you need to put context on it.
No, that's true. That's true.
I don't really pay that much attention to Boston. So anyone who's in the know, let me know. Is that 4 trophies in 20 years because FSG never gave them the team what they needed?
You know what?
Or is it because everyone else is so amazing that that was all they could do? I need context on that.
For real. No, I hear that. One thing I'll say is this as well. So where is it? I can't bring it up for whatever reason, but Zizi says, it's a super chat. Big at yourself, Zizi. She says, thoughts on Pep Linders, fraud or the truth? What do you think, Drift, about Pep Linders, fraud or the truth?
I think he's somewhere in the middle. I don't think he's a fraud. There's no way he's a fraud. But in terms of him being the truth, I wouldn't go that far. I'll put him somewhere in the middle. I think he's a very good coach. I don't think he's a sensational coach.
No, fair enough. Listen, Pep Linders. Yeah, I don't think he's. Some people say, nah, he's a clown. He's a fraud. I don't think he's that, but I don't know if he's the man to take.
It's his flexibility that's a little worrying for me. Just his flexibility. I feel like he's very like one-track mind, and I feel like that's a little bit. But he's very good at what he has in mind, though. If you get what I mean.
Yeah. No, I agree. Big up Troy M. He goes, that's not fair. That's not fair to them. Baseball is very different. It's not very top heavy. Even the worst teams can get hot and contend at times. Yeah, do you know what? I will say that. Yeah, that is kind of true because it's hard to compare 2 different sports. But I just think, like, let's be real. Under FSG, and FSG have been with us since when? How many years now? Is it 11 years? Is it 10 or 11?
Yeah, 10 or 11.
Right?
Yeah.
So we won under them, yeah. We won the is it the Carling Cup?
Yeah. We're in
Suarez
2011. 2011,
yeah.
We should have done the double that season though. We were robbed by Chelsea, but yeah.
Won that. Obviously won Champions League. 1 Super Cup, 1 Club World Cup Championship, 1 Premier League. So we've won 5 trophies, if I'm not mistaken, in 10, 11 years. Do you lot think that's good enough? And if we talk about 2012 that came in it, yeah. If we talk about major trophies, like major, you would arguably say we've only won 2 major trophies, like Champions League and Prem once. And I know some people say that's an amazing achievement because it is 30 years. Like we had to wait time, but we're Liverpool Football Club. Like this is why when I say as good as FSG have done, let's not sleep on the fact on if another owner came in, could they have done better? I'm asking a question. I don't know definitively whether they would have, but I'm asking a question though, and I think it's fair to ask it because if you
You know what? Yeah, this is a very good point by Motor Sir. Yeah, actually, no, go on, just read that. It's AFC said Red Sox won no World Series in 88 years before FSG. You can't
100%.
Take that away from FSG if 100%. They brought them a title after 88 years. That
100%, I understand that.
You have to give credit. But here's a very good point, bro. That I wanted to bring up that I just noticed.
Go on.
If we finish 3rd or 4th in the Prem for the next 10 years, I think FSG will be perfectly content with that. They get the Champions League money. I cannot dispute or argue with that fact, bro. I can't. And is that good enough?
Of course it's not for us. We know this though. But we know, listen.
So is it not wrong that we've got owners that is the kind of the mentality that they have, bro?
Hear this, yeah. Remember, we had what's his name on the show? From the financial bit, yeah. Trying to remember his name. But basically he even said as well, like FSG's like goal, so to speak, is to keep Liverpool attractive, which they are. Off the field, they are doing that. And not only that, if Liverpool finish in the top 4, for them, that's all their bills being paid. And not only that, they're making their target because they don't really like the money that you win compared to coming in like 2nd and 1st and 3rd isn't as drastic as some people think. And you have to understand something as a business, like I was saying to you lot earlier, yeah. If you're a businessman and you're making money, and you are successful sometimes, but the main thing is you're making money, you're turning over a good profit, you're going to be calm with that. It only starts to really become a problem for FSG if they're not making money in their pocket and Liverpool aren't winning on the field. But right now, Liverpool is a massive cash cow. And not only that, they've just won trophies, so they're happy. The only problem we have, though, remember, we're Liverpool purists. We're Liverpool fans before these men knew about soccer. Yeah, soccer. We're Liverpool fans before that. Yeah, so they're not going to understand what it takes and how it feels when you win a trophy. All these man sees, well, yo, J Dubs, we're making top 4, man. We got that money, baby. Yeah, man. Keep the cash train rolling. That's what they're doing. They don't care, bro. They're looking at it like, Rod, you know what? Well, LeBron, we're going to roll up a big fat spliff and we're going to smoke some. These kids, they don't understand something. These commercial deals, they keep us going, baby. That's right. They keep us going. We keep rolling. Bro, that's all they care about.
Right now.
Bro, I don't care. This is how they talk, bro. When they're off camera, when JW was giving his speech in front of the teleprompter, like he was being held up by something. Man was all standing there like, he might as well have said, my fellow Americans, this ain't what it says on the teleprompter. Right now, what I want to say is this. July 4th is Independence Day. But we don't care about football, bro. That man, there was no passion in that speech. He didn't care. He don't care. And again, I know people are gonna be like, Matt, like you're being harsh. You're FSG out. Regardless of whether I'm FSG out, FSG in, but you know I'm not FSG in, so that says itself here. It's not the fact of I don't think they're good owners. I just think they've taken us to a place where I think that's as high as they can get us. And that's not me being disrespectful because they won us. They helped us win a Premier League and a Champions League. They've done the best that they can do. But I just think We need more. We do. Like, bro, it burns me when I'm seeing we're not even interested in Haaland. We're not interested in Mbappe because the fees, the agent fees, the wages. But bruv, like we're Liverpool, bruv.
Bruv, you know what?
But,
Yeah.
Actually, do you know? Let me
I'm
say one last thing. I've got to land
go
this because I just thought something. One last thing as well. Yeah. This is one thing I say. Her Liverpool are. Tell me if I'm wrong, Drift. Yeah. Man United are PlayStation, right? They've been around for time. Everyone knows their brand, and right now, no, sorry, tell a lie. I'll take that back. Man City. Actually, no, what I say, Man United. No, all right. Like, I'm just thinking of the analogy now. All right. Man United are PlayStation. Been around from time. Yeah, they do their thing, and everyone knows about PlayStation, innit? Like they're the leading games expert. Like they know how to make games better than Microsoft and better than Nintendo, maybe. But I'm gonna get into the others. Microsoft are flipping, or should I say, Man City are Xbox, right? They're coming to the game. Remember, no one knew about Microsoft. Bill Gates come in, mash up the whole thing, brought in the Xbox, brought in Halo. Everyone's like, bro, what's this? What's this new thing? Microsoft mash up the party, yeah? Started splitting the fan base. That's what Man City done. They're the new toy. They got bare money. Remember,
yeah, they came in swinging their dick.
Remember, Bill Gates come buy Sony. Remember that, yeah? More money than anything. Liverpool are Nintendo. Shall I tell you why? You see the Nintendo Switch, yeah? The Nintendo Switch is like a gem, innit? Everyone knows you got Mario, you got Zelda, you've got Homage, yeah? Nintendo and Liverpool and Nintendo, I like Disney. They'll never go away from like that whole we're never gonna change thing. And that's why in gaming, some people want Nintendo to kind of change, just like how they want Liverpool to change. Because yes, we are a family-orientated club. No one's saying don't be family-orientated. But sometimes, bro, you see the people that know about gaming, we wanted that Nintendo 4K Nintendo Switch. What's wrong with Nintendo doing that? Just like the same as what's wrong with Liverpool going to buy a player for 90 mil every now and again? Like, why have we always got to keep doing the same tried-tested formula, bro? That's what I'm saying, innit? But anyway.
But you know what? This man. What Sam Max is saying right here, yeah, I'm gonna go into this. But let's just get through a few of these super chats. So FSG played Moneyball since they took over from the Red Sox group. Moneyball don't work in football. FSG don't realize that only 2 major trophies in 11 years. Now I'm gonna get right back to that. I'm just gonna hit up Jamrock's one first, though, yeah. Now Jamrock says facts. FSG had a net spend in 6 of the 10 years was minus 60 mil average. In the 4 years that they had a net spend positive, it was 14 mil. Drift, do a little research. Now, I'm not going to go into the if, buts, and the maybes about perfect semantics of money here and money there and whatnot, yeah? And you may even be right, Jamrock. But what the point is that give or take a little bit of money here and a little bit of there. Look how much we're having to be so detailed in what we're figuring out where. Go and ask any Chelsea fan if they know right down to any correct numbers what came in, what came out. Go ask any Man United fan if they know to what point naught of a million went out and went in. FSG are forcing us to have to be this much of a, we so perfectly know what money went where, when, what, because we move so tight. And back to Sam Max Legend's point, I watched Moneyball. Not just because I heard it was a good film, not just because I knew that they owned our football club, but because it had Brad Pitt in it. So I thought, you know what, great casting. That's arguably my favorite actor behind DiCaprio, Cuba Gooding Jr., and a few others, yeah? So I watched the film, and it's a bloody brilliant film. Like, I really enjoyed it. It's a proper good film, yeah? But here's what people don't understand. I don't know baseball's ins and outs, but what that film showed me is that baseball can be based on statistics because baseball has very few variables. You throw a ball, you hit it, and I'm not taking a piss at any Americans here. I'm not trying to, but this is just, I played rounders and I know it's very similar. You throw the ball, you hit it, and then you know whether it's a good idea to run based on where the ball is and how much time you've got, right? So and as the film showed, there's a lot of people that do that thing in baseball that's called like a walk, where you like tap the ball and you get to go to first base, right? It's playing it safe. It's all strategic. Now, I'm not trying to get into the full semantics again. I don't fully understand baseball, but baseball is quite rigid. You know what I'm saying? You can be talented, obviously, but it's very rigid. Football has so many variables. You can't play Moneyball with football. Yeah, you can go, how many crosses did he make last season? How many tackles did he make last season? But football ain't one-dimensional in that way. Do you get what I'm saying? There's so many variables to the way you play football that just going left rather than right when you're doing a dribble all of a sudden completely changes the attack, for example. Like,
yeah. I hear that.
I feel like because it worked in baseball, they felt like it would work in all aspects of life, and it's not quite like that. That's almost like telling me that I can watch the clip of a guy in a boxing fight, and then just by watching that clip, I know how he's going to punch me in the face when we get in the ring. No, because since that fight, he might have changed the way he's going to fight. You get what I mean? I don't know. He might have been watching me. So now I'm going to go into that fight and I'm going to think he's going to do something. But no, he's been watching me and he's going to go and do something different. And then all of a sudden, I'm knocked out. Like, I feel like there's baseball and football are not comparable when it comes to statistical analysis. They're just not. And therefore, that Moneyball thing that works so beautifully for baseball, it's very difficult to make that same transition into football. And I could be wrong, but that's just me making an estimation and an assumption based on what I watched in that film compared to what I know of football. And it can work to some degree, but as I said, there's too many variables in football. And another thing you've got to remember about baseball, just like you know with basketball and that, bro, other teams can't really throw their weight around, so to speak. You can have that kind of LA Lakers level of like prestige where you can get a free agent to maybe more come to you or because you've got that clout or what, but it's ever evolving in American sports, right? There's no relegation. Lower teams, if I'm right, baseball get the last draft like basketball, right? If you do really crap, you get the draft, don't you, from the college?
You get you're higher from the draft, innit? But yeah, it's different.
So like, it's different. So you get what I mean? So it's ever evolving, it's changing. You're giving the lower team a chance to pick up a bad boy so you can become a bad boy yourself. It's ever changing. In football, we've got Man City, baby. They just come in and swing their dick around and go, right, who's what and how much does he cost? You got Chelsea. They just come in and swing their dick around, bro. And they just go, right, who costs what? And where? No, bro, but it's real, bro.
I know what you're saying. No, I know what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying? So you can do all the statistical analysis you want, bro. But if Chelsea come in swinging their dick, there's nothing you can do, bro. There is nothing you can do, bro. So the only way to try and keep up is to swing your dick as well, bro.
No, bro, I hear that. No, do you know what it is? All right, so I don't want this whole thing to be like negative today because I kind of feel like we started off bright people, but we're kind of leading down a bit of a dark path. It's only Monday, like,
no, bro.
I mean, you know what? Nah.
But it's true, bruv. And we're still over in the corner getting changed with our towel on, bruv. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I want JW Henry to just have Liverpool moving like that guy as well, bruv. Just walk into the middle of the change room, drop your towel and swing your dick and say, what? I'll take your girl, bruv.
Do you know what it is? Again, I'll say this again. When someone sent me this, I said, this is so true. When FSG go to the negotiating table, this is what we do when we negotiate.
Morning.
How much is this?
149, sir.
I've got 50p. Fuck you, bastard.
Hey, that's not good, my brother.
We're cheap. We do that. Like, we kind of, I don't know, man. Don't get me wrong. We always look for that bargain bucket, but it always can't be fun. But just to move off on this, because I just want to end it with a positive topic. Yeah. One, what you said, Jeff, I think is true. But then I'll also say, like in baseball and basketball, their system in terms of like rosters, how they say it, obviously in America, roster spots and whatnot. Obviously, it's a bit more simpler, and there's wage caps and all that. Whereas obviously in football, you don't have that. So I get that, but I just think, as you said, like what you can do in American sports, you can't really apply to UK sports. You can only apply some of it, but to get the same results, it's going to require a lot more because, as you say, like there's no cap. Even though we talk about financial fair play, there isn't. There's no cap in football. So someone could just like come in and just say, "Raw, 50 mil for that player." You either got to respond or you don't respond. In America, in a lot of American sports, it's not about how much. Obviously, you can entice a player with like contract offers and whatnot, but there's so many more logistics and there's a lot more stricter rules in how people can move about, which I'm sure people know about, but it's long to get into. So I fully agree with what you're saying. I will say this though, I don't want to just like sit here and make it sound like we're disrespecting FSG, because again, it's not even about that. It's just more about, you know, we're Liverpool Football Club and we kind of feel like at now is the time, maybe if there is someone out there to take us to that next level where we can kind of compete. Because let's be real, the reason we're able to compete is because we've been very, very good in the transfer market. But again, a lot of the deals where you got your Salahs, your Manes, I wouldn't even say Van Dijk because you're paying a hefty fee, but Salahs, Manes, Robertsons, how many of those can you find year in, year out to keep that score going? Because here's the big test now. Players are getting older. Can you now find those replacements at really good fees? Like it seems like we found one with Jota, but can you keep doing that? Like, is there not going to come a point where you just have to go, do you know what? Salah's replacement is Mbappe. We're going to have to go and get him. Like, I know he's free next summer, and no one's getting him right now. We have to put all our eggs and get him. We just got to get him. Like, Liverpool needs to, I think what it is, bro, we need to be more aggressive. I think sometimes we stand back and watch too much because we've all seen the articles where it's like Liverpool like Chiesa, but he's 100 mil, so we won't go for him. Liverpool like Mbappe. They've liked Mbappe since 2018, but they know how much he's going to cost. Liverpool like Haaland, but again, we don't want to get involved because of the cost. It's always the same thing. So we have to wait and see, man. But let's just hope that we can keep.
Not even just that. Yeah, when you look at the situation for what it is, we were kind of an unknown entity in terms of people had kind of stopped realizing how big of a team we were. So when we're pulling off the Manes and the Salahs and the Robertsons and all those lot, nobody was really paying attention to us. Now that we're back on top of the perch and people realize who we are, when you go for a player that you could have normally got for 20 or 30 mil, that club aren't stupid. They're like, raw. So they've done all of that analysis. They've done all of that stuff. They've even seen something in the player we might not even have seen ourselves. Double how much we want.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, though.
Because if Liverpool won him, they see a gem right there. They know. So it can work against you as well, bro. Because you'll end up paying more for a player because they've realized that if our scouting has figured something out about that player, then that is actually very much the only player we want. We're not going to do we can't get him, we'll go and get him. We want him and only him. And therefore, that team will take advantage of that, bro. Do you get what I mean? And it's getting harder and harder to keep finding these gems, bro, because people aren't stupid. They'll figure it out. Because when you actually deep it, the money we got for Hover is effectively really what we would have had to pay for Jota. So even though we paid 44 mil for Jota, you really got to look at it like we paid 56 mil for Jota. Do you get what I mean? Like, and that's a lot of money, bro. So it's one of them things, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's bro, I don't know, man. For me personally, I just feel like we've got to pull our finger out a bit more, and we've got to show a bit more ambition. And as I said to everyone before, everyone keeps on saying that FFP and all that stuff. Even if FFP is in place, you're allowed to spend between 90 to 100 million pounds of your own personal money offset of your profit each financial year. FFP doesn't mean you literally can only spend what you make. It's put in place to stop clubs from going out of business, for going broke, for amounting stupid amounts of debt that they cannot control. You are allowed to spend 90 to 100 mil of your own money. If you couldn't, how did Chelsea and Man City even do what they do? So if everyone wants to tell me that, financial fair play. So how comes Man City don't shop no one, but still spend money? It's because you are allowed an allowance of your own money. And our problem is that FSG at no point in the whole 10, 11 years that they've ever been in charge have ever put their finger in their own pocket for the love or for the benefit of Liverpool. And I ask you again, if Coutinho did not go for 144 million, would we have won the league and the Champions League? Because I'm telling you now that only one of Fabinho, Van Dijk and Alisson would have been signed by the club. And let me give you a little variable. Let's say it was Van Dijk because he was the one we probably needed the most. Karius is still in goal and we ain't got a holding man in midfield.
Yeah.
Do we win the Champions League without Fabinho and Alisson? I think not. I could be wrong, but you tell me, Matt. Do we win the league with Karius in goal?
No, of course not. That goes without saying, though.
Okay, and history would tell you that, right?
Yeah,
you're not even just saying that for the sake of it.
Yeah,
you're going off of history, right? Will we win the league with Mignolet in goal?
Obviously, we know that. We know this, though. We know this, bro. Trust me. We know.
So what I want people to also know, when they're proper trying to big up FSG, without Barcelona getting himself into £1 billion debt, doing all that dumbness that they're now in trouble for, and giving us 144 mil for Coutinho, would we have won the league? Because we'll be sitting here right now with no Premier League, no Champions League, Karius still in goal, and man, then will be losing their mind. Absolutely losing their mind. Maybe Klopp might have won an FA Cup or something because he's a world-class manager, but we wouldn't have done that dominance we did for 28 months where we agreed. Bust up the whole thing. Do you get what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
So people need to understand, but it's about love. I need them to show love. If you own a club, you're supposed to have love for that club. Even if you didn't at the beginning. You've been in charge of us over a decade now. You should be having your testimonial. That is how long you've been in charge of us. If you don't listen, you could even have an arranged marriage, bro. After 10 years, you will love her. You will love her, but if she's making you dinner, you live together every day, you got kids together, you will love her now because you built up a love, bro. Even if you didn't love her at the beginning, you will love her now. She's been a part of your life for 10 years, bro. There's something wrong with you if you don't love her now, bro. Real talk, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? How can FSG not love us after 11 years, bro? Even if they never loved us at the beginning. You've been with us for 11 years, but you still don't love us. Cold-blooded.
Some people say... I want to end with something positive. All right, let me read out a couple of super chats before we head out, bro. Because I wanna change. Because I kind of feel like it's turned into FSG. I wouldn't even say FSG out, but like FSG, like what are you playing at, innit? And I want to end with some positivity. So we read that for a couple of comments, innit? Like 975 John says, baseball's no salary cap. You spend whatever. Fair enough. Aspect Limited, big at yourself. As custodians to the most successful club in the UK, they have a responsibility to have a bigger appetite for success, in my opinion. They don't see protecting our legacy as a priority. Do you know what? I think that's spot on, you know, Aspect. Spot on.
Big up Aspect for the super chat as well.
Trust me. Let me see. Mario says, I think we all need to relax. We will make a couple of signings. Best things to come to those who wait. Yeah, I hear you. Like, I love what but you know I'm positive people. Like, trust me. But I just think sometimes to just rant. Troy M says to just rant. Nabi voice. Yes, lad. Love it. Rav D says they run a business they can admire, but we're not falling in love. For real. Leo Paul says, I agree, Gifty. MP says, where's the last one? Oh, he's a 1975 Jammer says, Drifty. Alisson, Keita, Fabinho, Shaqiri were not part of the Coutinho. I repeat, were not. VVD, Salah, Ox were. You're speaking on emotions. Listen, we'll get into that because
I said, Jamox, how did we pay for those guys?
Bro, I don't want to end this whole FSG. Like,
no, again, I hear that. But
maybe we're gonna do
Jamox needs to explain to me how we paid for that. Then
we're gonna chop that
up.
You
said FSG spent 200 mil and it weren't nothing to do with incomings.
Listen, we know, and again, listen, I don't want to get this into a whole thing because I think maybe Jamrock could even talk about on Friday as well that if some points want to make bring about. Maybe Jamal, you can one of your questions as well. Maybe
you know what? That FSG in versus FSG out in 2 weeks' time is going to be epic, bro.
Trust me. And before before we take out people as well, I just want to let people to know, like, whoever, like, listen, I know people are disagreeing in the comments and that, but remember, like, it's just opinions, isn't it? Like, let's not get all mad and all that. It's just an opinion. It's not factual. Like,
no. It's all right to be mad, but don't be rude to each other.
Of course.
That's what it's about. It's all right to be mad, but don't be rude. Being mad isn't an excuse to be rude to someone.
Mario always says Mignolet didn't lose us a title in 2014 drift. That's very true, but he also made some errors in that. Actually, that was Mignolet had one good, decent season. It might have been that one.
No. Do you want to know what? Yeah, I totally agree that I would never put that coming second that season on any one player. I agree, but I ask you this: we finished 1 point behind City, or 2 points behind City that season, and I ask you this: how on earth did Mignolet get lobbed by Negredo from 12 yards?
Yeah, we know. I know.
That's all I'm saying. But I'm not blaming him. But I'm just saying I watched Negredo lob him from about 12 yards out. I'm just saying.
No, it's true. It's true. But guys, listen. It's the Monday night show, innit? It's vibes. It can get a bit heated. It's what happens, innit? Like, this is why you love us.
You lot got me all fired up hearing all this Abraham over Origi stuff. You lot.
I saw that. I saw it. I just saw it. I just said. I said to myself.
I walked in the room and somebody just dashed water in my face as soon as I walked in the room, bro. I was on it from them, bro. I was on it from them, bro. Like, what?
No, people, listen, it's all love. And again, people, remember, just express your opinions, innit? Like, just be fair with a minute. No need to, like, cuss people out or whatever. No one's right, no one's wrong. It's just an opinion, people, but we move. But yes, we will be back later on this week. Look out for the schedule as well. Look out for our Twitter, our Instagram, and we'll let you know what we're doing next. You will see us again this week. And also look out for the Daily News Show, which will be each and every time. Jamie Phillips says Origi smashes Tammy. No doubt Drifty just put that one on there. But listen, it's been a great show, guys. It's been a great show. Appreciate that, Stephen. Someone says Elliott and Jones are great signings. Listen, it's all popping up here tonight, people. We haven't already. Like, share, and subscribe, people. Come on,
you want to know what's? Do you want to know what's mad though, bro? I actually think these two players are going to be exceptional footballers. So I'm not even being shady towards. I'm not even being shady towards those players, but they should not be under pressure to already carry Liverpool at their age. That's what the problem is, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Elliott's 18 and Jones is 20. They're too young to have the pressure. They're too young. You're gonna crush them before they get a chance, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? But if Elliott comes into our team at 18 and he's told that he's got to replace Genie, so to speak, as an example, but that's too much pressure, bro. That's way too much pressure.
No, agreed. Come on, man. I think. Listen, I'll say this: Harvey Elliott will break into the team this season, like, because we're seeing a bit of him in pre-season in a 10. And I think Curtis Jones will keep doing what he's doing. So let's end it on a positive. Those two players who introvert audio has just said are like new signings. Furthermore, they will be like new signings. They'll be adding to the squad. Curtis already done that last season. Elliott will be this season where we look at him and go, yeah, he can hold his own. I think that will happen. So
continuing to end on a positive note, just real quick, bro. I'm asking you this again. We've spoke about this before. Based on how our squad looks right now, and we're doing a Pro Evo thing. Oh no, shit! It's eFootball now, isn't it? I can't believe they did that. You know,
they changed it.
I can't believe they did that. That's the end of an
They changed it.
But we're gonna do a Pro Evo thing when they just flick everyone on green, so there's no injuries.
I know you're gonna say. I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Where do we finish this season with the squad we have now, with everyone on green?
Second. No, because if everyone's on green, that means everyone's fit. Like, I don't have to worry about injuries, right? That's what you're saying, isn't it? Everyone's on green.
Yeah.
We win the league.
I agree.
We win the league. There's no better left back than Robbo. No better goalkeeper than Alisson. No better right back than Trent. No better centre back than Virgil. No better CDM.
No better partnership than Virgil and Gomez.
Yep. No better CDM than Fabinho. No better techier baller can do everything Thiago. No better captain than Hendo. No better right winger than Salah. No better left winger than Mane.
And no better false nine in the league than Firmino. There you go.
I know better up and coming bad boy like Jota. We win the league, bro. So yeah.
And no better clutch player than Origi. We win the league straight. There you go. We move. Ending on a positive.
There you go. Who's got the best manager? Liverpool. There, I said it.
There you go.
We know this already. So yeah, man. People, we'll be back on your screens very, very shortly. You know what time it is. Team Kopish. We out, people. Peace.
Peace.